Hello friends, I welcome you back again in my channel Grammar Guru. First of all, I have to thank all of you for the overwhelming response that you have given to my channel. That has certainly encouraged me. Keep writing your comments. If you have anything special that you need that I should teach you on my channel, please drop your comment in the comment box. Today in this video we are going to discuss another important grammar topic, and that is called as use of articles. I know use of articles is very important from all exam points of view, and also when we draft or write anything, article to be correct is very essential, otherwise the sentences become very funny. So we have to discuss about what are articles, what they are called in grammar, and at the same time how should we use it, when should we use it, and when should we omit it. In fact, this is going to be just an introduction part of the articles. In second part of the video, I am going to explain in detail with examples what kind of questions are asked in the paper and how should we write correct answer. So let's begin learning use of articles. Use of articles means first we must understand what is article. In grammar we say the words a, an or the. We can say the or the differently, because if the noun before which we are using is starting with a vowel, then in grammar we say the. Otherwise, when the word, that is the noun, starts with a consonant, then we start with the. But actually there are a, an and the. These three words in English are called as articles. Now articles are also called as demonstrative adjectives, and they come under determiners. So let me tell you what do we mean by demonstrative adjectives. Friends, you must be knowing that adjectives are the words which give more information about noun. So article a, an or the, they actually point out or indicate a particular noun, or they refer to a noun and they talk more about it, they limit the meaning of it. So they come under the name determiners. Determiners are the words which limit the meaning of a noun. So when I say a farmer, when I am talking about any farmer. When I say the farmer, I am talking about a particular farmer. So when I use an before a vowel sound heard, then I am talking about a particular noun. So use of articles are also under the name demonstrative adjectives and determiners. So whenever there is a question related to determiner, in a fill in the blanks, you are also allowed or supposed to use article a or the wherever necessary. Keep in mind this word, wherever necessary. Whenever there is a fill in the blanks in a question, every time there must be something written is not necessary. Sometimes there are omissions of articles also, where fill in the blanks is left without answer when we have to write N capital, A capital, means not applicable, not allowed, because there is no article required. That is called as omission of article. We will discuss about this in detail in the next part of the video. So articles are always used before a noun. Most important point that you have to remember is articles are always used before a noun. So whenever there is a question related to article, or whenever you want to use any article in a sentence, there must be a noun after we use the article. That means before a noun we have to use article a or an or the. The noun is more important. Whenever there is a question related to articles, it is mostly in the form of gap filling or fill in the blanks, or they have given you three options and we have to write correct before a noun. So make sure that you find out a noun, and based on that noun the fill in the blanks will be used, whether we will use a, an or the. Now articles are classified into two groups. One is called indefinite article, the other is called definite article. Listen carefully, I did not say definite, neither I say indefinite. Normally very speakers or readers or writers make this mistake of writing wrong spellings. It is indefinite and definite. Under indefinite articles, we have two. I hope everybody knows it is a or an. They are called as indefinite article, whereas the or the is called as definite article. So, first we will discuss about indefinite articles in details, then we will shift our attention to definite article. So, friends, a and an, these two words, a and these two words are indefinite articles. So, what do we mean by indefinite? That must be first clear. What do we say? Whenever we say indefinite article, what we mean is the article used refers or leaves the noun to which it refers as indefinite. Let's say in simple English we can say, when we do not have any reference about the noun before which we are going to use a or an, then in that case when there is no reference known, then that noun is first time referred. We do not have any idea, we do not know clearly which noun or what particular noun we are talking about. So, the reference of the noun is indefinite. So, article a or an is used before such nouns. Let us see when do we use it and how to use it and what are the examples. So, we say use of a means, the first point is we use article a. I am not talking about an. Presently we will first talk about a, then we will talk about an, and then we will talk together about a or an. The before nouns, article a is used before nouns that starts with consonant. So, consonant means apart from a, e, I, o, u, those are vowels. The sound of vowel should not be there, neither the vowel should be there. If the noun, normally whenever there is a sentence given, there will be a fill in the blanks and we have to use article in the fill in the blanks. So, normally people look at the fill in the blanks more. My kind advice to you will be, look at the noun. If the noun starts with a consonant, then you can use article a. Before nouns that are singular and countable. Normally we say singular noun takes article a before it. What do you mean by singular noun? Okay, there is no plural noun. When we talk about boy, farm, house, hospital, we are talking about one noun, only singular. So, if the noun after the fill in the blanks is singular, then you can use article a. So, we have to keep watch on the noun, not at the fill in the blanks. If the noun starts with a consonant, use a. If the noun after fill in the blanks is actually a singular noun, then we have to use article a. Then before nouns that has no past reference. Means when we are writing about, you must have seen, then when we write or start a story writing, we normally say once upon a time there was a king. In a newspaper, when we don't know, when the reporter will say there was an accident, there was a case of robbery, a case, because we do not know the reference about what case, where it happened, when it happened, how it happened. The reference is first time, then we say a. So, there was a farmer, there was a queen, there was a boy, there was a girl. So, we say a girl, a boy, a king, a, because it is singular and there is no past reference about them. Then the next case is before refers to any noun in a class, not a particular one. Say when we say a flower, we are not talking about rose or lily or gerbera or anything else. We are not referring to any particular noun. We are referring to a normal thing, a horse, a animal, a flower, a boy, a girl, a king, a farmer. So, we do not know to which class or a particular class is not referred. We are talking about singular nouns starting with consonant, and then they do not refer to any particular noun. They refer to not to a class, any noun. Whenever we want to talk about any noun, no reference is clear, then we have to use article a. Examples I have given: a farmer, a king, an old man, a year. In this case, we will say whenever we don't have any reference about that noun, first time reference, just like suppose a story starts, once upon a time there was a king, and then we shift. When we know the name of the king, when we know the name of the boy, then we can use definite noun. Before that, we have to use only a or an. Now, once we talk about article A, starting with consonant, it should be singular, no past reference, not talking about any particular one, only it is not referred to class. Now, when to use an? Many of you must have heard in your school days teachers telling you that article an can be used whenever there is a, e, I, o, u, that are the 5 vowels. Yes, it is true. The article an is used before nouns which starts with a, e, I, o, u vowel, but that is half the truth. Originally, we must remember and we must understand that simply because the word starts with consonant, that doesn't mean that we have to use article an. If the word starts with consonant sound, vowel sound, a, e, I, o, u, vowel sound, listen carefully. If the pronunciation of the word is of a vowel, a, e, I, o, u, sound of a vowel, then article an is placed before it, not simply because it starts with a, e, I, o, u, that is vowel. For example, I have written spelling may start with vowel, but the sound of a consonant is heard. In that case, we are not going to use article an in it. Be very careful about it. Whenever you look at the word, look at the sound of the vowel. If the sound of a vowel is there, then only place an in the fill in the blanks, otherwise not. For example, I have given few words. Say an apple. In that case, a is vowel sound, so an apple is correct. An egg is correct because E is the vowel there and sound of A, that is also a vowel. Then an MLA I have written, if you can see through, MLA is actually a post. Whenever there is designation, any post, an MBA, an MLA, because the word may start with M, that is consonant, but the sound heard is A, so vowel an is used before mostly the designations. Then an honest, look, there is no vowel in the beginning of a spelling, but the sound is heard for O, that is O, honest, so we say an honest. But in certain rare cases, when I say the word university, the spelling starts with U, true, the spelling starts with U, but the sound heard is of consonant Y. Do I say university or do I say university? When I say university, the spelling starts with U, but the sound is heard of Y, which is a consonant sound. So in that case, we say a university, not an university, though it starts with vowel A, E, I, O, U. So a university, a union, a unique are the certain words that you have to keep in mind. In most of the papers, fill in the blanks, after fill in the blank, there is a word starting with U, but the sound is heard of Y consonant. So please place an. So my friends, it is clear by now that what is article A, what is article an, and when to use and where to use. Please do not worry, I am going to make another video after this. In part 2, we will discuss fill in the blanks and we will discuss exception to the rules, when articles are used, when articles are not used, omissions with example. Keep watching. Now, the last part is definite article the. So, definite article the, actually, why do we call it definite article? Definite article is called, the is called definite article primarily because it points out, indicates or refers to a particular noun only. To a particular noun, particular person, particular thing to which we are talking. And the is used only for those nouns for which there is past reference in our context of speaking. Whenever say, let's continue the earlier example, once upon a time there was a king was the sentence beginning of a story, and then we say King Ashoka lived. Now we know the name of the king. Now we are going to talk about a particular king, Ashoka. So the next sentence in the story begins with, the king was very intelligent. So when say the patient was admitted in a hospital. Why are we saying a hospital, my dear friends? Because we do not know which hospital the patient was admitted. But the next time when we know that it was Ruby Hospital, or it was Alfonso Hospital, or it was Lokamanya Hospital, in that case we can say article the will be used. The patient was serious. Why? Because we know which patient we are talking about. The hospital is extremely good. Means why the? Because we know we are talking about a particular hospital. So now, when to use article the? There are 4 cases, 4 instances where you can use article the. The first one is before nouns for which there is past reference, that I have recently just discussed. Then before singular nouns that represent a whole class. Now this you have to keep in mind. So suppose there is a sentence given and there is a singular noun. So we say horse dash dash horse is a useful animal. Well, what should you write in the fill in the blanks? If it comes in the middle of a sentence, we have to use the, because we are talking about horse, which talks about all the horses, not only one particular horse. So we don't say a horse, we say the horse, because horse in that sentence is representing the whole class of horses, not only one singular horse. So when one singular noun is representing the whole class, we have to use article the. Then in before proper nouns that are unique. Normally we say the is used before nouns which are unique in nature, like names of places, oceans, deserts, books. Let me give you some example. So we say the hemisphere, the globe, the star, the Jupiter, the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the Quran, the Ganga, the Nile River. Why do you say the Ganga, the Nile River, the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the hemisphere, the globe, the Jupiter, the Neptune? Because they are unique, only one of its kind. There is no other noun like that. That uniqueness is there. Whenever there is unique noun after fill in the blanks, then you must be able to use article the before it. And the last point is, the is used in superlative degree before adjective. So in superlative degree, we use article the before adjective. After adjective there is a noun. So we say ki Ronaldo is the most famous player. Famous player is the noun. The player. Why the player? The most famous. Rose is the most beautiful flower. Dr. Kalam was the greatest scientist. So what do we say? Because we keep saying this, because we are talking about a superlative degree. In superlative degree, whenever there is superlative degree used, article the must be placed before adjective. So friends, by now you have understood everything about what are articles, what are their types, and when to use them. I will make another video. In part 2 we will discuss about all the examples, omissions, and what kind of questions are asked in different papers at different level. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my video. Please don't forget to write any comments if you like or dislike. If you want anything special from me to be made video or to be taught, please write in my comments. Share my video if you like it to your dear friends, and let everyone learn. Thank you for watching. For any practice exercises or notes, please check the description box. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. If you have any queries, let me know in the comment box.